Hey, welcome. So today we are going to solve a little physics puzzle that you probably run into every single day without even thinking about it. And the answer, well, it comes from one of the most important laws in the entire universe, all thanks to Sir Isaac Newton.
So here's the puzzle. Have you ever wondered why it's so easy to just nudge an empty cup, but a full one, it almost seems to fight back? You can actually feel that resistance, right? It's not just about the weight, it's something way more fundamental happening right there on your kitchen table.
And the explanation for that feeling is found in a law that controls everything from planets orbiting the sun to, you guessed it, coffee cups. It's Newton's first law of motion.
Okay, I know that sounds a little formal, a little textbooky, but the idea behind it is actually super simple. It just means things like to keep doing whatever they're already doing. If something's sitting still, it wants to stay still. And if it's moving, it wants to keep moving in the same direction at the same speed. Nothing's going to change unless something else comes along and pushes or pulls on it. So what is this stubborn want to just stay put or keep going? It's definitely not magic. No, it's a real physical property that's just baked into the fabric of matter itself. And it has a name.
That name is inertia. And honestly, this is the key concept that unlocks our whole puzzle. The easiest way to think about it is this. Inertia is basically just an object's laziness. It's natural stubbornness. It's the built-in resistance that any object has to changing what it's doing, whether that's just sitting there or moving along.
In fact, this connection is so deep, so fundamental, that a lot of the time, Newton's first law is just called the law of inertia. They're pretty much two ways of saying the same thing. All right, so we've got the law and we've got the key concept. Now let's tie it all back to our puzzle with the cup and see exactly why the mass, how much stuff is in the cup, is so incredibly important. And here's where it all clicks into place. Look at the empty cup. It has less mass, right? And that means it has less inertia, less of that stubbornness, so it takes almost no force to get it moving. But the moment we add those beads, we've jacked up the mass, and that increases the inertia, which makes it way more resistant to change. You actually have to push harder just to get it going, and you'll see it moves more slowly. So, after all that, what's the one simple, powerful rule you need to take away from this whole thing?
It really is this straightforward. More mass means more inertia. That's it. That's why a massive freight train is so much harder to get started and to stop than, say, a bicycle. And that's exactly why your full cup of coffee resisted your push. The more stuff there is, the more it wants to just stay put.
Once you see this, you really can't unsee it. Think about pushing an empty shopping cart versus a full one, or that lurch you feel when a bus suddenly hits the gas. That's all inertia at work. So my question to you is, what other examples are you going to spot today? The physics of the universe is happening all around you.